What laws in Leviticus have some modern applications? I understand that Jesus came to establish a new covenant in him dying for our sins. My question stems from the difference across denominations. Each seems to have a different interpretation. Curious as to your thoughts. So that is a very good question, Caleb. What laws have modern applications today from Leviticus? This might sound odd to most Christian ears, but I would say all of them are still applicable in a sense. I don't ascribe to the same viewpoint that Jesus came, fulfilled, and did away with the law completely, Jesus fulfilling the law doesn't mean he abolished the law. But that is not to say that the law applies unilaterally and in the same manner to all people. There is a different place that Jewish people have to the law as opposed to Gentiles, and that was the struggle of the early church. Some just modern examples of what we could all get on board with as Christians is love your neighbor as yourself. That is in Leviticus. But then a lot of the laws in Leviticus have to do with temple purity, being able to approach the presence of God. We do not have a modern tabernacle. Sacrifices are not happening like they were. They are not still continuing at this time. If the temple was reconstructed and made again, a lot of those laws that are in Leviticus would immediately be needed because people needed laws to be purified so that they could approach God's presence in this world. There's so many laws in there. There's the food laws, the sexual immorality laws. The apostles made it clear in Acts what laws pertained to Gentiles. The food laws, they did not put those on the Gentiles. They didn't put the whole yoke of the law on the Gentiles. And that was what the council in Jerusalem in Acts 15 was all about. The Gentiles were not to be circumcised. They were not to, in the sense that they were not to become Jewish. They were not to take on all the food laws and all the responsibilities that Jewish people had according to the Sabbath. Those are more like signs of Israel and their unique place that they have in the world. But rightly understanding the interpretation the apostles gave and their stipulations to the Gentiles in Acts 15, they talk about sexual immorality, that Gentiles are to abstain from that. To rightly even be able to understand what that even means, you would have to go to Leviticus and the laws about immorality. Because in that one little phrase, they have all of Leviticus chapter 18 in mind. Jesus did come and die for us. He died for our sins, but he did not abolish the law.